Welcome to Revolutionary Motion, where we show you tennis from a different perspective.
In order to win matches when it's very windy outside, you have to make a couple of adjustments. The most important thing to realize is that you will not be able to hit your shots like you usually do. You will not be in position. You will not be able to anticipate very early because the wind can throw you off, and you will not be able to move as efficiently as you usually could. So that means you're not going to be able to hit your usual shots. In other words, you're trying to make do with what you've got. You're trying to improvise at all times and trying to make the smartest decision considering the conditions that you have in that given point. So if the wind, for example, blows in the same direction throughout the whole match, it is very easy to make adjustments because you can simply play the ball more in the opposite direction. So if the wind blows towards your right, you would aim your shots a bit more towards the left. So if you're trying to play the ball close to the sideline on the right side, you would try to aim it more into the center of the court. That does not mean that you can't hit the ball hard though. You can still hit it hard, but you should give yourself more margin. In other words, you should try to put your balls more into the center of the court and not aim too close to the sidelines to use the wind to your own advantage. Also, you have probably heard a lot of people say the wind is the same for everyone. And that's only partly true because yes, everybody feels the wind and everybody has to adjust to it, but your game style will determine if it's easy for you to deal with the wind or difficult. Because someone who, for example, tries to finish off the points with harder shots will have to set up very, very well in order to have a good contact point so they don't miss their shots. Because their game already relies on them missing only a certain percentage. They already have a risky game. So if they now start missing 1 in 3 shots more than they usually would, they're now losing their matches because they can't afford to lose that many more points because of the windy conditions. However, someone who usually pushes the ball inside the court and doesn't go for too much risk anyway will now put their balls even more in the center of the court, keep running left and right, and the opponent has to fight with the windy conditions blowing the ball all over the place without the pusher actually having to miss anything or risk anything on their shots. So it's very important that you realize that if you are a person that hits harder, you actually need to adjust your game a lot more than someone who hits the ball softer. So what does that mean? That means that usually the better players struggle more because they have to set up better and now they can't. So it is an opportunity for a weaker player to beat a better player if they use the wind to their advantage and play smart shots all throughout the match.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.